it's Scola and today I have a special guest.
My name's Kudzai.
And she did my hair today, which is absolutely amazing, which was awesome.
Because you had an event coming up.
Yeah, I have an event coming up, so I wanted my hair to be done. So she's an amazing hairstylist and she's gone through an amazing hair journey, and you can see with her amazing hair, that's all natural. Like, you can't even see it, but it's really long. You can actually see how long her hair is on her blog. I will leave the link down below. But anywho, today we're going to be giving you 5 of her best tips for your natural hair growth. I know you guys are always asking me about my natural hair, but I suck at looking after my natural hair. So luckily she has come to save my hair, and so she's gonna give us some tips. So tip number 1.
Tip number 1 is know your hair type. That is absolutely essential for anybody that wants to grow their hair. First thing you want to know is where do you lie in the hair chart. So from type 2 is probably Caucasian hair, white people's hair. Then in the middle you've got mixed race and those type of curly textures, and then at the end of 4C is the kinkiest hair where you can't get the comb through.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can find out all this information on her blog because she has a post about each of these tips on her blog, so we'll leave the link in order of the tips and everything like that. So yeah. Tip number 2.
Tip number 2 is protective styling, which is what Scola is doing right now. But one thing you'd want to know as well is protective styling isn't always about braids, it isn't always about K-rows. But when you have your hair out, you can just bun it up, you can keep it tied up so that your head ends are protected, especially when your hair is about shoulder length. You don't want it rubbing onto your clothes, which are cotton, and that's just going to break your hair. So it's just really about protective styling and making sure that your hair is always kept protected, and it doesn't have to be anything difficult. It can be something simple, like I've got about 9 bantu knots in my hair, so literally braid it up, twist it around, just making sure that your ends are kept protected at all times. That's the oldest part of your hair, so that's absolutely essential.
Tip number 3.
Previously mentioned it just now, is keeping your hair moisturized. That is absolutely essential because when you're using products, you want to make sure that your hair is always protected and it's not harsh, it's not brittle. You want to make sure you use products that are water based or aloe vera based because they actually penetrate the hair shaft.
Yeah.
And that keeps your hair.
Yeah, we're gonna talk more about like hair products to use towards the end.
Tip number 4 is keep your hair clean. Again, that dates back to tip number 1, which is about knowing your hair type. So if you know your hair type, you'll be able to know how often to wash your hair and how often to keep it clean, really. For example, let's take Caucasian people, for example. Their hair is very straight and it ends up being greasy quite often, so they need to wash their hair almost every day. Whereas when you've got afro hair, your hair is more brittle, it's naturally dry, so you don't need to wash your hair that often. That's why you find that black people wash their hair once a month, once every 2 weeks, because it's not that essential. But at the same time, just knowing your hair type allows you to know how often to wash your hair, and clean hair is breeding ground for new healthy hair.
Okay, so tip number 5.
Tip number 5, which is one of the important tips in when you're choosing what to do with your hair, is choose your stylist by how well they take care of their own hair. That has been something that has helped me. I'm my own stylist, and I decided that because I was the best person that could take care of my hair at that time.
Yeah.
If your stylist can take care of their natural hair, then they're definitely going to take care of your hair. They're not going to be jealous over it. They're just going to care and nurture for your hair the same way that they would do for theirs. So if they can care for their hair, then they'll definitely be able to care for your hair as well.
Which is why she's now my new stylist, because look at how fabulous her hair is. So yeah, so now we're going to talk about what she did with my hair. So I wanted a curly kind of crazy kind of style, and I really like how it turned out. Like, I'm really happy with it. I just love doing this with it. It's just different from having braids. So let's show them what hair extensions we actually use.
We use Noble Gold hair, and it's basically 8-inch freedom weave, which is quite curly, very soft. You can rub your fingers through it. Scola's been doing it quite a lot during the video.
Like, I'm just like,
and the colours that we use,
so soft.
at the bottom we use blonde.
Really,
She
obviously, I couldn't.
She can't run away from her blonde hair.
Yeah.
So we use the blonde, and then in the middle to transition we use colour number 4, which is a dark brown colour. And then in between we still put her blonde because she absolutely loves her blonde. Yeah. And then at the top we put a black colour, which is a 1B, just so that it would blend better with her natural hair. And that's what we basically use. We decided to leave half of the perimeter of her hair and just the top section of her hair as well. It's kind of in an arched leave out section. The reason why we did that is because Scola's been doing quite a lot of braids and twists, and they've had a toll on her edges. So leaving the ends out is just to give her hair a break.
So the other option was, because I wasn't sure about doing the sleek down look all the time, was to braid it.
We just said that, did the Scola voice just then? We just said that we'd use the olive oil wrapping lotion, which
I
is
already had.
flexible. So you just literally need to take a little bit, about that much.
And it smells amazing.
Yeah. And then you just take a little bit of the oil, which we're going to talk about in a bit. And then you just basically rub that onto your natural hair. And then you braid it in the middle of, before you go to bed. And then in the morning, your hair should be set and the oil will help keep and hold the curls a little better.
So let's talk about the products I'm going to be using from now on, because all the products I was using were completely wrong for my hair. So I'm going to show you one of the products I was using that's completely wrong. So this is one of like the random oils my mum just brings home for us to use on our hair. So that's what it looks like, and basically because I was saying the ingredients in them are all like naturally liquid. Or, yeah, they're natural liquid.
They're unrefined.
I can find it. Okay, so yeah, there's olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, a whole lot of oils.
Yeah, they're all quite good for the hair, but one thing you have to be careful about when you buy a product, as well as reading the ingredients, you need to be able to see whether it's consistent with what the product actually does. So if you look at the ingredients, like Scola mentioned, you've got olive oil, you've got castor oil, you've got rosemary oil, which don't come in a solid form, but if you actually put some of the oil out, it's
like completely solid.
It's completely different.
When you put it in your hair,
it does not actually penetrate the hair shaft. So this is petroleum based, which is basically a lie, which is what the product has just done. And Scola was mentioning that. Firstly, we've got the hair growth oil. This comes in a liquid form, and this is mainly for the benefit of your scalp. What you just do is take a little bit of the oil and you massage it into your scalp. You just massage that into your scalp for about 5 minutes, and what that does is just stimulates.
Focus on it.
Oh no!
It's always happens. Always like. Okay, here we go. Okay, you can take it. Okay. Oh no. Okay, stop it. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, either way you've seen it at some point. But yeah, this is the oil.
Yeah, and that oil is specifically for this use of your scalp. And all the instructions as to how to use the oil can be found on my blog, as we're still in the process of repackaging the product. And it smells quite earthy and quite fresh. I don't know, Scola, what do you think of the smell of the product?
Yeah, it is really earthy. Like, I really like it. It's just like nice, relaxing.
Yeah, because the whole purpose of it, it's got quite a lot of essential oils such as lavender oil, chamomile oil, which create that kind of relaxing mode, but at the same time that's the kind of environment you're trying to create for your scalp as well. So whilst you're doing that, that just stimulates your blood flow and causes circulation around your scalp and promotes hair growth. We've got the moisturizer. This is aloe based. I don't know whether you'd be able to see that, but anyway, you get the point.
You get the point.
This is aloe vera based, and the benefits of that is that it promotes hair growth once again, and it keeps bacteria away. What this product does is it actually penetrates your scalp and keeps your hair moisturized. So even if you have your hair done and you just want a cooling effect in your hair, you could just put this on your scalp and that just gives you that cooling effect and takes the pain away.
Awesome. I'm excited to start using the products, and I'll
Yeah.
definitely keep you guys updated on how I'm doing with the product. But as you can see with Kids Eyes hair, they're obviously amazing products that have done
Yeah.
wonders and everything like that. So I'm excited to start using them. And yeah, was there anything else? Did we? Oh yes, Kids Eye is a mobile hairdresser, so she does like travel and will come to you wherever you are within reason. Where are you based?
I'm based in Leicester, so if you're in Leicester, I can definitely move around to you wherever you're based, especially if you've got any difficulties with getting to me. I'm more than happy to come to you. I also move around the Midlands quite a bit, so if you're in the Midlands, if you're in Coventry, Nottingham, Derby, those areas, I can still come to you. And even if you're anywhere around the country and you've got a special occasion, then I'm more than happy to travel to you.
Or if you're
As
Scola.
I've done
Yeah.
Scola, because she was just special, so we had to do it.
Yeah.
We had to do it.
Because I live all the way like down south.
It was a mission, but it was worth it.
Okay, awesome.
It was.
So yeah, I will definitely keep you guys updated on how I'm doing with my hair and everything like that. And I will definitely leave all of Kids Eye's links down below and all the places you can find her. I definitely do recommend you go over to her blog and see her hair journey, because it's amazing. Because there's this myth that we can't grow our hair as
Yeah.
Africans, like our hair just doesn't grow, but it does. It grows a lot. It grows a lot, like it can actually grow. Now, how many years did it take for you to get this growth really?
Ooh, since my hair had been falling out in clumps from the end of 2011, that's when I've really managed to grow my hair. So 2012, 2013, so I'd say about 2.5 years.
Like, that's
And I've
nothing.
cut it quite a bit during the journey.
Wow, so that's so good. Like, because I always had the impression that to grow our hair, if you were gonna grow it, the journey takes like your whole life.
But it's the same thing with your
The
fitness.
fitness.
She's got commitment to her fitness. It's the same thing with your journey. Stay committed, stay with it. You will definitely see progress. It didn't take you your whole life to lose weight, did it?
No. So it's pretty much the same thing. If you work hard, you will get the results.
Yeah.
Basically. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Stay healthy.
Stay luscious, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you want to get a bonus tip, make sure you head over to Kids Eye's channel. We added a nice little tip in on how to wash a weave or braids. So make sure you go and check out the other video, which is almost exactly the same as this one, but it has this bonus tip. So yeah, make sure you go and subscribe to her channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.